So, hi everyone, this is day 4 of preparing with me for CGPSC examination. And so, let me tell you how my days went today. So, I woke up at 10 o'clock, and after that, I've started studying in 10:30 to 10:30 to 12:30. I studied. After that, I got very sleepy, so I slept for around 1.5 hours till 2 o'clock. After 2 to 2:45, I had my lunch, and after 2:30, after 2:45, I started watching lectures. I watched two lectures of the world map. No, sorry, three lectures of the world map, and other than that, I watched one lecture for the Chhattisgarh culture. I started it from the starting, and after that, I read polity for 45 minutes to half an hour. Half an hour it was good reading, and other 15 minutes was very means it's like the thing was not getting into my brain. So it was like that. I thought I will complete the fundamental rights chapter today. Only 10 pages were remaining, so I thought I should have completed today. But the thing is, the content was not getting into my head, so I thought maybe tomorrow I will watch it, or first let me fix my schedule properly, then I will write. So yeah, that was it. So today what I learned in world map was I learned about the Africa map. After Africa it was Europe map, and I think I watched only two lectures. Let me confirm. South, yeah, I've also read about South America today. So today was South America, Africa, and it was Europe. There are lots of things told us, means marked in the atlas. So let me tell you something about South Africa. So South Africa, some important things were in South America. There is Amazon forest. There is one Andes mountain range. It was in South America. Other than that, there is two big volcanic sites, Aconcagua and Ojos del Salado. And other than that, there is a Bolivian plateau, Patagonia plateau, Brazilian highland, and another was Guiana Island, or and Orinoco Basin. Orinoco Basin is famous for its oil. It is in Venezuela, and Panama. We know about that. And in the left side of the Amazon forest, there is a selvas. Selvas. What we mean by selvas is it is one of the high densest forest, and it is one of the most backward region of the earth. So that is selvas. There are two selvas. One is in Africa, not only two, but this kind of places or region are called selvas. The biggest one is in Africa, and there is one in South America. And so other than that, let me tell you something about Amazon forest. So Amazon forest is the largest, what we say, yeah. So Amazon forest is the largest forest of the world, other than the largest and densest forest of the world. And it is the Amazon forest is also called as lungs of the world, because it absorbs most of the green carbon. It stores most of the green carbon of the earth. Why green carbon? Because green means the carbon which are absorbed by the plants, and there are other blue carbon, yeah, blue carbon, which is absorbed by the sea. One is brown carbon or absorbed by the land. And let me tell you about Andes mountain range. So yeah, not same thing I've already told you. So yeah, there is also some important volcanic mountain of the world, Aconcagua and Ojos del Salado, South America, like I told you. It's in the Andes mountain range. It starts from the northern western part to southern western part of the South America. And there is Hawaii range, Loakia Mount, and Mount Kamchatka. So it is in Hawaiian Island. So it is one of the active volcano sites. And Mount Vesuvius, Mount Etna, Mount Sicily. These are in Italy. And other than that, there is Barent volcano, which is present in India, Andaman Nicobar Island, and Saint Helena Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, let me tell you one more thing. The world map is not included in the CGPSC examination, but we are only preparing for understanding more things like let's say if there is any international committee which is there, let's say European Union, so I have to know which are the countries which are there in the European Union. I cannot brain wrote it directly. If I visualize in with the help of diagram, it is better for me to, it helps me out better if I visualize it using the map, and I think it's working very nicely. And yeah, let you proceed further. One is Pentagonian Atacama Desert. Yeah, there is Atacama Desert also. So it is the driest desert of the world. Its extreme dryness is because of the Humboldt current. So what happens is, when there is a monsoon period in India, then there is very dry, extreme dryness in the in that desert. And other than that, when there is a El Nino period in the desert, the desert had green vegetation. And other than that, the selvas I told you already. Extreme poverty is there, and most backward region of the world. Yeah, Patagonia, there is a Patagonian plateau. So it is known as, it is also called Patagonian desert also. So why it is called plateau? It is called plateau because it is hard rock structure and its shape. That's why it is called plateau region also. Other than that, there are few grasslands of the South America. Grassland means it is the agricultural land where we do agriculture. So one in South America is the Green Chow, Pampas, and Llanos. These are the three important grasslands of South America. Other than that, there is important river South America, Pirana and Parag. And in North America, we didn't told you, is it was Mississippi and Missouri. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, let me tell you about Orinoco Basin, which is in the top of the South America in Venezuela range. So in the Orinoco Basin, it is present in Venezuela country. So there is a Orinoco belt which has the world biggest oil reserve, more than Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has around 280 billion of barrels of oil reserve recoverable. And for this Orinoco belt, we have 300 barrels to 350 billion to 650 billion recoverable oil reserve which are there. And 3.5 to 4 trillion barrel are present there. They are not recoverable, but total this barrel are trillion of barrels are present. And other than that, in Orinoco, there is one more feature or importance, that whenever you go, you will always find thunderstorm there. And the oil for these Orinoco, which you get from this Orinoco belt, are mainly for buses. And one of the reason that they haven't able to recover the oil reserves or fully utilize the oil reserve like Saudi Arabia, like, because it is a poor country and they don't have that advancement of the technology to do that, to recover the oil also. Yeah, that is one of the most reason. And yeah, let me tell you countries in South America. In bottom you will find Chile, Argentina. Then if you go up, you will find Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Then you have Peru. Then you have Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, and 3-4 other countries. Not so much important. So yeah, that's about South America. And let me tell you about Africa a little bit. So in Africa, you have Atlas mountain range, and you have Sahara desert. You have Sahel or selvas of the Africa, which I told you. The other is Congo basin, and one of savanna, the tropical grassland, Kalahari desert, Kimberley, which is a place famous for diamonds. Guinea, Guinea, there is a, in what you say, it is in the central western part of the Africa. You will find a Guinea range connecting some ports or the rim of the central western part. So why it is famous for? It is famous for, in the old times, you do slave trading from there. Slaves were transported from there, this Guinea region. And yeah, in the left of, or in the western part, you have Atlantic Ocean. In the eastern part, you have Indian Ocean, and you have Madagascar in the bottom right part of Africa. And yeah, there is one, the Great Rift Valley. So what you mean by rift is, you have a combination, not, you have many lakes in the Africa, so which are connected in a line kind of thing. And whenever what this thing is, whenever the lakes expands, the landscapes expand, and it totally expands till it becomes a separate landmass from the continent, or the, yeah, from the continent it becomes a separate landmass. So that is called Rift Valley. So you have 5 lakes which are prominent in the Rift Valley. One is Lake Victoria, and yeah, there is other also, but not written here. So okay, there is also Mount Kilimanjaro. So Mount Kilimanjaro is famous for what is the famous for? Yeah, it has the snowy peak, and Kilimanjaro lies in the equator of the earth, and the equator has the highest temperature of the earth. And this Kilimanjaro peaks lies in the equator, and the peak is snowy. So means the peak is covered with snow, so it is not like it's totally a hard mountain. As you can see, from as the altitude rises, the temperature decreases. So one of the theory or concept you can say. Yeah, from the top, if you enter, there is Gibraltar Sea. Then you come to the Mediterranean Sea, then Adriatic Sea, then you will find Red Sea, and at the bottom you will find Bal Al Mandab, and from there you passes to Indian Ocean. So this is how you travel from Atlantic Ocean to Indian Ocean. And above Africa there is a Europe. Yeah, in Africa you have Nile River, which is the longest river. It is 6,650 kilometer. Nile River is the longest river, while the Amazon River is the largest river, largest in terms of number of quantity of water it will store. So yeah, it's like that. And Atlas mountain range, in the northern western part of the Africa it is located. Sahara Desert, one of the largest desert, largest desert of the world. It includes Libyan desert, Egyptian desert, and Nubian desert. These three deserts are part of Great Sahara Desert. Other is Sahel. I told you, very dense and very poverty range. And Congo Basin. Yeah, Congo Basin is a part of marsh and swamp. Marsh and swamp means दलदल वाला इलाका है ये, and due to which there is maximum brown carbon content of the world is in Congo Basin, this Africa. And yeah, Mount Kilimanjaro, I told you. Kalahari is a bushland desert, and is also not a completely sandy desert. It is a bushland, means bush मतलब झाड़ियाँ वाड़ियाँ थोड़ी बहुत होती है. Gibraltar connects the Mediterranean Sea with the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, same I told you. It is a part of British. Yeah, Gibraltar is a part of British territory, and location wise, the Gibraltar it's above is Spain and below is Moscow. Yeah, Morocco, not Morocco, Morocco. Mediterranean Sea is the largest sea in the world. The Great African Rift Valley that I told you about. like Lake Victoria, Lake Albert, Lake Titicaca, Lake Edward. So these are in the line from, yeah, in paper it can ask, tell me about from north to south all these about all these lakes in the Great African Rift Valley. So you can tell. It will mostly not ask, but yeah, it was asked in UPSC. And after that we come to Europe. So let me tell you a little bit about Europe. Europe have Alps mountain range, Scandinavian mountains, Ural mountain, Carpath- Carpathian Carpathian mountain, and it is covered in the Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Gibraltar in the left, and British Channel in the left, and North Sea, Baltic Sea, and above it is the Arctic Ocean, and below is Africa. Right side is Asia or Russia, you can see. Left is British Island, and in the northwestern part on the top you can find, on the north side of the in the Arctic Ocean, you will find Svalbard. So Svalbard, what is it? What it is famous for? It is the international seed bank. So in India, Ladakh is the seed bank, and for the international there is Svalbard. It is in Arctic Ocean. So if the humanity dies or there is no crop, so we can go to Svalbard, get some seeds from there and start cultivation from that seeds. So that's how it is Svalbard famous for. Ural mountain, like I told you. Yeah, there is Black Sea and Sea of Azov. So this Black Sea and Sea of Azov, it is in on the boundary of Ukraine and Russia. So Russia, the Russia-Ukraine war, you know. So it is based on the, it one of the reason for Russia-Ukraine war, because if Russia want to expand its trade using ocean, because flight is very what we say, the aviation things are very financial training, and the land things you have to very good interconnected transportation, and in the third is the ocean part. So if you get the access of the ocean part, you will have very easy trade, because it is the what you say, it takes very less amount of money compared to the other two. So yeah, that's about the Russia want to have its control over the Black Sea and Azov Sea, and let's see, Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Gibraltar, English Channel. Some famous rivers of Europe are Volga River. It is the longest river in the Europe. Then you have three rivers which drain into Black Sea: Don, Dniester, and Dnieper. So these are the river. The river Venice. So the river Venice, it is where the Paris is located, and river Thames where the London is located, and Pustas is the Hungary grassland. There is Penis Range. Where it is Penis Range? Oh, I have to look into it. Penis Range, Azov Sea, Black Sea, I told you about. Yeah. So how you go from Adriatic Sea to the Black Sea was using the first you have to go to Marmara, then Bosphorus, then Strait of Kerch. That's how you enter into the Black Sea and to the Azov Sea. Adriatic Sea, Black Sea, and Azov Sea. So that is how you do it. And Svalbard, I told you, steppes. Yeah, there is a ground in steppes which is called the largest wheat ground of the world. And other than thing, yeah, there is a place called Rand in Germany. Rand in Germany. It is known for its iron ore and coal. And English Channel, it is located between Britain and France. Yeah, something like that. On the top you have Norwegian Sea. Left is western side is Atlantic Ocean. In middle you will found North Sea and Baltic Sea, and then British Channel you have, then Gibraltar, Mediterranean, Adriatic, Black Sea, Sea of Azov, and other things also. let me tell you from the atlas some more things which the sir told today. Yeah, so it was kind of Europe. Yeah. So in Europe you have North European plain, Alps mountain, uh, Carpathian mountain. You have Pennines ranges on the British island, and and you have Scandinavian mountain. So in Scandinavian mountain there is what we say, there are four countries. One is Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark. And the Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, they have common cultures. And also, if you talk about Finland, it is not, they do not have most of the thing in common, but it is also a part of the Scandinavian nation. Or let me tell you one more thing. Yeah, Paris, I told you. English Channel, I told you. Mediterranean Sea, Strait of Gibraltar, Peninsula. Yeah, let me tell you about the countries of, yeah, Sicily. Sicily, that I told you, it is in Italy, the volcanic active volcanic range. So let's start from the left hand side. You have Spain, Portugal, okay. Then you have France. Then you have Belgium. Then you have Germany. Then you have Netherlands. Then you have Poland, Belarus, and in France side only Switzerland is there. You have Italy, Vatican City, and Rome. Romania is there. Then Ukraine, then Russia, then above Ukraine Belarus, and Lithuania, and yeah, not so important. Bosporus Strait, I told you. Black Sea, uh, Sea of Marmara, and Strait of Kerch, and Azov Sea. Crimea you have there for Russia-Ukraine war, and Ukraine, Romania, Don, Dniester, Dnieper, I told you. Don, I told you. Volga, I told you. Greece is there. Athens is there. Aegean Sea is also in the beside of Greece. Romania. Yeah, that's all about. I think so. What is it? Asia. Yeah. Europe, I told you. North America, I will have to read it again for the Atlas part. After three, you have South America. South America, I have told you that Andes ranges, Grand Cow, Pampas, Patagonia Desert, Brazilian Highland, Matao Grosso Plateau, Selvas is there, Amazon forest is there, Guinea Highland is there, Llanos is there. You have Orinoco, you have Panama Island at the top, and what is there? Yeah, Aconcagua and Ojos del Salado. Brazilian Highland you have there in the on the eastern part of the South America where the Brazil is located, and you have Mount. It was there only, na? Not there. Oh, Mount was in Africa. Mount Kilimanjaro is there. Great Rift of is there. Patagonia is there. Yeah, there is another country, Falkland, in the downside of the South America. It is an island, and yeah, some countries of the South Americas are Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and yeah, same thing of Bora Bora Plateau. Yeah, there's one more thing, Bora Borema Plateau in the what we say, eastern part of the South America. So as you can see, this shape here right now, and the shape in the Africa continent, in the Africa. So see, this region, they coincide with each other, means there is a theory that both two plates are means teared apart or drifted apart, and if you will join them together, they will join perfectly. It was like that. Okay, there is the Red Sea in Africa. So there are 6 countries which share its boundary in Red Sea. One is Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Sudan, Yemen, Eritrea, Djibouti. So these are the 6 countries in which Yemen is in Asia side, and other 5 are in Africa side. Yeah, Suez Canal is there in the Red Sea only. Mediterranean Sea, North Atlantic Sea, Indian Ocean, Madagascar, Moist Desert, Angola, Namibia, South Africa, Democratic Republic of Congo, Nigeria, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, Egypt, Libya, Algeria. Yeah, yeah, leave it about. So today's world map is done, and today I learned about the culture lecture also I studied. So in culture, most of the starting of the 1 hour was about completing the syllabus of the CG culture. She told me about what we will be reading in the whole CG lectures. It's about painting. What is the importance of culture? What is the importance to the civil servant to the culture? Folk paintings, folk songs, folk theatre, uh, folk tales, tribal marriages, or what is tribal cuisine of Chhattisgarh, and you have gods of Chhattisgarh, you have gurus of Chhattisgarh, and personalities of Chhattisgarh. So in personality there is one Tijan Bai. So Tijan Bai had been awarded Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and recently they are asking for giving her the Bharat Ratna award to the Tijan Bai of Chhattisgarh. So she is one of the great personality of the Chhattisgarh. I think how many awards are there? I think 120 awards are there in total for in Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and Padma Shri. There are total 120 national awards. Let me search this. Number of awards per year in for Padma Shri Bharat National Awards. So yeah, there is a maximum of 120 awards you can give to any person per year. In the Indira Gandhi government, it was not given for 2 years, 2 or 4 years, I think so. 79 to 83, it was not given. Other than that, it is always given. Maximum of 120 awards were what you say. It is the maximum limit you can give. And Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, in 2000, in 2024, 110 Padma Shri awards were given out of 132 total Padma awards, while in 2023, 90 Padma Shri awards were conferred out of 106 total awards. So it is like that. Yeah, what happened, bro? What happened? Yeah, source of Nile river is there is a white Nile and blue Nile, and source of it is Lake Victoria. Let me remember, I'm not remember it correctly, but sir told something about it. I forgot. It's not Lake Victoria, but means I don't remember. Nile longest, yeah, it was source is Lake Victoria only. Red Sea, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Egypt, Sudan, Eritrea, Djibouti, and other thing. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to tell you. I told you yesterday that I will be studying current affairs, but I was not able to do it today because I woke up late and I was very sleepy and didn't have any work more strength, very much strength in the क्या बोलते हैं, very much strength to study. I hope it doesn't happen during the means examination or pre-examination. Pre-examination, I think 2 hours is there, so I can handle it. But in main exam, there you have 4 days continuous exam, so I have to get my strength back. Other than that, yeah, I've started knowing what to write for my daily answer writing practices for the CGPSC. So there are few things which I have to. I think on the basis of current affair, I will daily write three questions for 15 marks daily, and from the current affair only I will write. I will take it from the YouTube only, I think so. And after that I will get it checked by the Ayushi ma'am or Pankaj sir. Or yeah, for writing there are few tips. I have to understand the demand of the question. I have to write it from the examiner point of view. I totally not write full paragraph. I have to keep in points a little wise, and introduction paragraph will be fine. After that, a few points in point wise manner I have to explain everything, and then in conclusion, like you've seen in books, introduction, flow charts, icons, designs, systematic I have to write it, and on point wise I have to write it. Yeah, there is one question which I wrote today while writing seeing the current affair. So today is 26th August 2025. So the current affair question here is: the rise of social media has amplified both reach of free speech and risk associated with irresponsible online conduct. In the light of this statement, critically examine the challenge in regulating social media content while upholding the constitutional right to freedom of speech and expression in India. So I think it is a great question. I have to really think about it, what to write. Right to freedom of speech and expression is a fundamental right. So I have to see what are the other exceptions of fundamental freedom of speech and expression. Mostly it should not harm others' dignity, morality. It should be a moral thing, and it should not compromise on the sovereignty and unity of the nation. That is one of the things. Other than that, it should not harm any particular sentiments, group or section sentiments. And mostly you can take an example of Samay Rana or Ranveer Labadia, which are the Ranveer Labadia, not Samay Rana, comedian. So how much comedy a person should deliver, or what is the limit to the comedy, that I have to think about it. And other than that, this kind of influencer like Samay Rana and Ranveer Labadia, everyone listens to it, and in nations, not only adults, the child also use phone very much. More than adults, the child use phone. So they love this comedy things and the meme things which get famous real quick. So I think as an influencer you should know what to say, what are the things to say, and how it's going to impact the youth or the nation. Yeah, this comedy, but I don't have a solid view on this right now, but I will definitely write it. Maybe tomorrow I will write it, understand it, and write it again. I think I will write it, and then I will say the same thing to the Perplexity or ChatGPT to write it, and see what are the differences both the AI and I have, and improvise on my writing. So that's how I think I am going to do it. And yeah, I haven't read much of the what do you say current affair today, but it's a little hard. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. I think this is for 35 minutes more than enough. Polity, I haven't told you what I've studied. I've studied right to education, right against exploitation, that is child trafficking or forced labors, and one was against prevention, conviction against offense. Yeah, I think I read it yesterday, but yeah, I studied article 21, 22, 23. Yeah, taxes for the religion institution or religion works. You don't do give taxes for there. And what another was freedom of religion. And yeah, I don't remember currently right now, but definitely I will write it, study it a little bit, and I will go to sleep. It is 12:35 right now. I will go to sleep in 20 minutes or less. And yeah, bye bye.